into the bridge of this.
In presence of the sable lion and lioness, onto the silence and the Shaxi.
Do it. Thank you, everybody.
Their Majesties invite their Highnesses, Marcus and Livia, Princess of the Summits, to join them in court on this day.
Consistite, ignomoribus, vestris in luxus vertite, ad calorum et lucem, legati rufi, et legate inde, gubernatorum suet.
Champion.
Their Majesties invite the heirs to the summits, Fenris and Seraphina, to join them in court.
As the dawn speaks from the east, illuminating, bringing light and love to the lands of the summits, so do their excellencies, Tennis Fenris and Hanisa Seraphina. Welcome.
Their Majesties invite the heirs to Chickaree, Finn and Eduardo, to join them in court on this day.
Though the coronets on their head may be different, the men wearing them are no strangers to the summits. It is my privilege to present to you and to give a hearty welcome home to the heirs of Thierry, Finn, and Eduardo.
Their Majesties invite Stefan and Anna, Baron and Baroness of Terra Bavaria, to join them in court this day.
Majesty, Highnesses, Excellencies, people far and wide, coming to you from the parting mists. His Excellency, Baron Stefan, who walks in two worlds. Her Excellency, Anna, whose radiant beauty calls him back from the far side. They welcome you to their lands this day.
Your Majesties, we bring you gifts from our land. Our following.
Cosmic present. I'm about 100%. Perfectly fair.
These hearts. Oh, well, I don't know. Okay. Whatever your preference is.
Their Majesties invite Brigard and Aces, Baron and Baroness of Adiantum, into their court.
Good morning, extended populace. Your Majesties, Highnesses, Excellencies, and all. Please welcome standing now. Baron Brigard, Order of the Lord, and Baroness Isis, son, Menace, Austin. Welcome.
Welcome.
And their bird.
Their Majesties invite Baron, Baron of Glendoofin, into their court this day.
Your Majesty, Your Highnesses, I present to you Baron Verda of Dufin, the sharpest pantheon with the twinkliest eyes.
And the best smile. Welcome.
Please take your comfort as the sable throne soon begin their royal court. Go ahead, please sit. All of you. Thank you. Hear the words of their majesties.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I feel that it is important to acknowledge that we, as a community, had a loss this week. And that when a community loses a person in this manner, there are a lot of feelings that come up. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel guilty. It's okay to feel sad. It is also okay to feel joy and to celebrate those around you and to continue to nurture and uplift your community. That being said, we have a lot to celebrate today, and I hope that we are able to experience a lot of joy. Thank you.
Thank you.
And to begin those celebrations, Aurelia de la Mare, Octoasades and Ashtaxi require you for words.
Oh, she has more important duties at the top, so we will keep this in and delegate it to you, if you don't mind. Okay,
Can I just say something?
yes, please.
So this wonderful person has been and provided outstanding service to Kingdom and community. And we wanted to give them this award because of all the hard work and dedication and support, not just for the Kingdom, but for every individual at the summits.
Proclaim throughout the land that we, Octoasades Antir and Ashtaxi Antir, have noted the devotion, efforts, and loyalty of our subject, Aurelia de la Mare, who has greatly enriched our realm. In gratitude, we thus award the entrance into the right noble order of the Goutte de Song. Rights and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. In witness whereof we here set our hand and seal this 13th day of December, Anno Society 60.
And their future highnesses will be catching up with you at some point, Aurelia, and making sure that you get that in hand.
Have a joyous noise for Aurelia.
Order of two.
Otto, Gottlieb, Octoasades and Ashtaxi have need for you to present yourself.
Good morning.
Well, hello. Your word fame has reached us. We have seen your footprints from the east all the way to the summits. And I managed to witness a picture this weekend where it wasn't 2 arrows in the tube, one. So, it's good. Try hard. But your prowess is definitely noted, and your commitment to your community is noted.
By right of arms and inspiration, are we Optimasates and Ashoxi, sovereigns of Antier. It is our prerogative to bestow such justice, mercy, and gifts as our hearts and wisdom desire. Chivalry, courtesy, combined with strength and prowess, sustain our realm. It is with this in mind that we take up our prerogative to elevate Autodanu for their skill upon the field of honor, fellowship in the noble order of the Sable Gauntlet in the kiss of granted arms. Done by our royal hand and seal this 13th day of December on Societatis 60.
Sit on Mr. D here.
Yep.
I have a gift that you will need in a few minutes. Will the order of the mark please? He was up there. Oh. That's right. Sorry, we kind of.
It's a little slow.
You also need this.
And Mark, you can use the benches if you want.
Oh, Mark. Wait, okay, Mark. Yeah, you can move it closer if you want. Thank you all for joining us. So. So,
Who would speak for this candidate?
Well, I don't normally do this. I've been trying to come up with some words. The main thought that keeps coming back to my mind, I think it might have been an acorn one. And Otto had brought a nice bowl of M&Ms, which a lot of the OGGS used to do. And then I thought it was playing a trick. Because I thought it was a comic. It's actually a crown. So that's kind of my first memories there. But so I later really learned that he does do a lot of interesting things. It was kind of amazing on this week. He found one of his missing arrows inside a pool noodle that the target had gone right through there and catched it. Noticed it had ended there previously. So that was fun. The tales of what he's done at Principality, on competitions there, and how much he's been supporting Baronial since they moved here 3 years ago. He's one of them.
Finn,
I am Finn Bainson, and I will speak on behalf of the Pelicans, for which we are here. He is a man of service, not only to his community, he brings people in, he supports new archers, he expounds the joy that is archery, and talks with it and about it in a way of joy that just lights everybody else up around him. That is the service. And shining a light on a community that needs that light is what you do. Please keep doing that.
now I didn't actually ask if it's fun to accept this today. Okay, is this okay?
He said yes.
Yay!
Nice.
I have two sets of words. I'm not going to cry.
Don't look at it.
I won't. The first is from my best friend, and also yours. Okay. I, Meredith Killian the Bear, companion of the world, send these words to the crown of the volunteer, to the order of the mark, and to my dear friend Otto Gottlieb. Otto Gottlieb is an artisan of great renown. His work as a brewer and as a leather worker are notable for his skills in research and implementation. He is thoughtful, thorough, and talented, sharing his knowledge and work with great enthusiasm. Skill at peak level doesn't just miraculously happen. It takes diligence in study, diligence in practice, and diligence in reflection in order to refine and master those skills. Otto has long applied the same diligence he has in his arts to his martial skills in archery. He has studied, practiced, and reflected on his work as an archer, growing his martial skills over time. This cycle of work, study, practice, reflect, study, practice, reflect, study, practice, reflect, is necessary when performing any skills and perfecting any skills. It takes the same level of diligence to grow martial skills as it does to become the kind of skilled artisan you see before you. Otto personifies diligence. And so it comes as no surprise to me that you, Otto, would now be called for to be recognized as one of the highest degrees of martial prowess in the field of archery. He has done the work. It is with great honor that I call Otto Gottlieb my peer in the arts, and I'm delighted that he now will be recognized as a peer in the Order of the Mark. I only wish I could be there to celebrate with him. I have one more.
Please, please.
If I can open it. Greetings to all who these words fall. It is with joyous heart that I, Cedric Bannock, acclaim and bear witness to the prowess of Otto Gottlieb in the martial pursuit of archery as a worthy to become a member of the Order of the Mark. This man doesn't cry. I've seen him cry 3 times in 32 years. Prowess is not by nature gifted, but must instead be wrought as one would refine a sword. The artist endeavoring in his craft must learn the skills of his trade. He must understand the nature and possibilities of both the tools and the material, and then hone them by hand and eye to bring the whole together to achieve one's aim. Such a craftsman is Otto Gottlieb, who has worked tirelessly in the field of archery season after season to refine bow and hand until they are one, acting with single purpose to give grace to the feathered shaft as it finds its intended place of rest. In this work, he finds joy and all the more happiness in the kind sharing of knowledge gained. I have witnessed since he first stepped into our shared grand dream. Up it. And so with great joy, I say yet again, for all to hear, his merits are many, his word great, prowess true in hand and heart, and that he is my friend and peer. So say I, Sir Bannock, Knight, Laurel, Pelican, Mark.
Your footsteps don't echo across the kingdoms. They echo across them. Oh, please.
Well, I suppose. I'm Wayland Ibn Rastan, Knight of Society, and it's my honor to speak to you. Some people enter a community quietly, with no fanfare, and yet somehow, before you realize it, they've changed the shape. They've strengthened it. They've made it better. Otto's one of those rare folk. When he came to Terra Primaria, he didn't ask for title, a position, or spotlight. He simply looked around and saw where help was needed, and he stepped forward. Taking on the mantle of archery marshal, he became not just the caretaker of the range, but its steward and its heartbeat. He nurtured the strong traditions he inherited, and then he did what all great leaders do: he grew them. Otto has a gift for drawing eagerness, for making newcomers feel like they belong, and for reminding the long-term archer why they fell in love with the line in the first place. Under his guidance, archery in our lands have deepened, they've strengthened, they've united. He showed yet again the core of who he is, someone who builds community by putting his hands to work and his time to service. His heart to the land is the people who love it. Otto's enthusiastic, he's outdoorsy, wicked smile. Without demanding, he teaches without ego, and he serves without measure. It's a profound privilege to stand here and say, yes, this man is worthy of this honor. He strengthens our kingdom, he strengthens our communities, and he strengthens all. Like he just congratulated. Thank you, guys.
And I was asked to speak. Rose, Bowers Estate. I too would mention your community. You are by your nature, you just feel like a safe space. And that is priceless. And my hope is that you will help this community develop to the courage that it has. It is encouraged, but it's going to grow. And with other peerages on board, bring experience and knowledge and nurturing that this order needs. So I'm very excited. Have the privilege of representing you. Companions of the order, are you all agreed?
Yes,
Yes, Your Majesty.
They're a little fancy. Otto Gottlieb. Right mindful of your achievements and devotion to our realm, and responsive to the wishes of your peers, we are minded to create you a companion of the Order of the Mark. Will you accept from us this honor and the responsibilities that come with it?
Will you, to the best of your ability, continue your quest for honor and skill as you most surely have until now, as befits a noble, and train any dependents you may have to do likewise, so far as is within your power?
I will.
Bring forth the medallion and speak its lineage. I will take each. You.
So on loan.
So this is legacy. The order met this Monday. Because their royal highnesses are not going to bring that summit. So the regalia that you're going to receive today is placeholder.
Okay.
So
So
There is a promise.
there is sort of
this happened tonight.
so this is in progress. It is by my own hand. This was years ago. Very simple. And I'm going to do it. Ready for racers and speakers.
these were created through. Lower temporary. For church, initially.
Oh.
So, extension can do that. Looks like we just need one.
I know.
At the weight of these breakers on your arms. Never remind you of the responsibilities. Again, please, you take upon yourself today.
White.
With which sword do you wish to be done?
Or your brother.
Or something.
No, I.
Sort of like.
The sword carries the weight of your skill.
Title.
Western. I dubbed thee once. I dubbed thee twice. I dubbed thee Meister of the Order of the Mark, the Kingdom of Antir and the Society.
Does that?
Yeah, my text.
Having been made a companion of the Order of the Mark, will you now swear fealty to this, our crown and realm? Would you like the Lord Rod scepter, whatever you want to do? The oars.
Or superior.
All this wish
And we here, and we for our part,
do swear fealty to you
you and your household,
to protect and
protect and
defend
defend
against
every creature with all of our power. So long as we remain
sovereign
sovereign
of
of Ontario. So say we, Octomasades, King Ontario.
So say the Ashaxi. Be
You're good.
forever worthy of this oath and keep it well, as you have hitherto.
May this be a symbol of your last unanswered.
Should I break my vows? May I use as this arrow?
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, my God.
Octomasades and Ashaxi, Sable Lions of Ontier, will have words with Kenji, Morikawa, Katashige.
Easy gate.
Yeah. That gate.
It's a gate. Oh,
Oh,
one moment, please.
laser like focus serving its community.
Smooth. Jeez. You want this pillow or this pillow?
There you go. Come on. Well, thank you for joining us here today. We have heard of your family, Westminster, various other support for our kingdom.
That is a truly important outreach to help you folks find us and hang out and develop our community. So,
In times of isolation, it is through diverse and creative efforts in the ethereal realm that Ontier thrives and its community is nurtured. In appreciation for the light that you have provided in dark times, we, Octomasades Ontier and Ashaxi Ontier, do now award Genji Morikawa Katashige the honor of the Ordes Vitae. That I will still have in great seal to December 13th, Octomasades 60.
this is illuminated by Merlin and Marjorie LaRue, and it is gorgeous. If you have a chance to take a look, you should.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
A joyous noise.
Oh, hiding behind the throne. How dare you, sir?
Ayla, yes, please. It has been with great joy that I've watched you become more and more of an inspiration to women. And we'd like to recognize inspirations in this kingdom,
And not just to you inspire the friend.
to your barony, to your kingdom, to your peers, to your students. And thank you for being. But I do. I'm interested for you.
We are awarding Ayla with the inspirational inspiration today for all the heartfelt support she gives to her knight and to her kingdom and principality.
In my mind, and her highness and I have talked about this a lot, this award is best used to recognize the work that happens underneath the surface and behind the scenes, which is something that a lot of us don't see and are not seeing before. And it's important that we see.
For Ayla and the inspiration de Pierre, the Jules Noir. The sable throne will call forward Eliana Hofstadter of Wolfstone.
Oh, there she is. They're coming.
Mom, do you want to join us too? Please. Good morning.
Hello.
Mom and Dad, you can come up. Sit
Hang out.
and use your creation here. Either one of them. Good morning.
Or sit on the floor.
It's not an easy thing to grow up. To carry generations of participation and joy. And you have done well with this. We are thankful for your participation.
It is one of the joys of the crown to recognize skill and courage, to congratulate those who seek to improve their abilities. In honor of this spirit and in appreciation of their talents, we are pleased to recognize Eliana Hofstadter of Wolfstone with an award of arms by hand and seal December 13th in the year 60 of this society.
Yeah.
Constantine Trubetti, Octosani has need of you for words.
Constantine. If you have not met this man, then you have not been to an event and watched him serve. In these last 6 months, he accepted to be on my King's Guard and be one of my advisors, one of the folks whose opinion and words I hold very dear. And he has helped to make me who I am today. He has traveled a path with me and we've had lots of long discussions on car rides. And your friendship, your mentorship, your words mean a lot, and I would ask you were one of my favorite.
And then Jackson also has words.
My sister brought you into the family. And I think that you brought yourself in And I am so very thankful that you chose her. Because it has provided me with a voice of reason. Even sometimes when I don't listen. The work that you do is often invisible, but you are always behind the scenes lifting people up, working for the butt off. Sometimes I am blown away by the amount of energy and love you put into our community.
For the forget-me-not and King's favor, we still upon confidence begin. A joyous noise. Finn and Eduardo, the sable thrones would have words with you.
They had to take it out.
Somebody was referring to oh, he said they're back in town.
Back to town, thanks.
The two of you, the minute that we won again, dove right back in.
We were told what positions that they would serve in for.
And we are thankful. You are family in so many ways. You are uncles to my theater kids. You are an example to my you're an example to both of us. You support us in ways that I can't even express. Just knowing that you're there is so meaningful to both of us. Thanks so much.
The way that you love my family and my life and you counted the friendship that I have come to foster. Please, I don't have any more words.
And thank you for editing this man so many times.
You can thank Finn for my lack of unfiltered commentary. Every time my brain goes there, all I hear is, Your Majesty, you need a drink? And now they're all grown up. They're going to be the first Prince and Princess of Sharid that have also been the Prince.
Princess.
The first princes of Sharid have also been the first princes of the Summit. Bring it back.
We're not done though. I would also have you be the first recipient, both of you, but I'm just gonna get you one if that's okay. It's no need to. Our first class interviews.
Ooh.
And I look forward to stepping down and supporting you.
The king's favors, forget-me-not, and first recipients of the throne's favor. Hip hip. Oh, the wanderer. Sorry, the left.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Family can come too if they want. They can stay there, whatever they prefer.
We just wanted to come up. We have this thing. It's a little wobbly. We love her. She is always the first in the car. First.
I have received both my Pelican and my county security. I'm so thankful that you made this artifact. She is famous, kingdoms from around the known world. I don't know if they've contacted you to make one, but I know that you've shared your plans, you've done all kinds of things. So there's a,
Not to mention the plethora of things you have created and shared and enriched the known world. It's mine.
And there is a rarely given recognition in Ontario for those that help create regalia and keep their majesties feeling royal and able to accommodate and recognize their populace. And so these are the ones of one.
It was when Engel ruled the Queen, when she determined that those who go above and beyond the obligations of fealty and rank to contribute to the work life of our kingdom through donation of time, goods, and service, deserve the attention of the crown. They gave the courtesies and thus maintained the honor of the magnificent.
All right.
We welcome the Saudis on secret shots on here, take about the rocket, to thus recognize a close wanderer for their devotion to the sovereigns, people, and the land. Then my royal seal this 13th day of December on the Society of 60.
There is a lovely scroll.
So cool.
Well, this is one of the wild.
Actually,
So we're apparently giving no more twice for the rain.
it was nice.
Alright.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you.
For the generosity of all, 3 cheers and that's.
Huzzah! 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 Your Majesty, word has come from the Senate. A citizen of this realm has, through many years of steadfast labor, strengthened the foundations of the free. They petition you to examine his work.
Let the name of this citizen be spoken.
Let Jacob Redbourne approach the thrones of Ontier.
Let those who would bear testament to Jacob's service rise and speak his deeds to the people of Ontario. Oh, sorry, I skipped a page. Hold on. Let the witness be before.
Let the companions of the Order of the Pelican come forth.
Yeah.
I gotta stay here somewhere.
Just, yes. We have people that are visitors from another kingdom. Welcome.
So much for
Our-
Let those who bear testament to Jacob's service rise and speak his deeds to the people of Ontario.
I am Duchess Zenobia Fielding. A long time ago, in a barony far, far away, lived a man, a myth, a legend, Baron Vidal Spikoff. Plus, get his name right, but him. And he was a teacher by trade. And he would often invite his students to come and serve at our Baronial feasts. Now, most of these students would come, they would serve, and they would leave with their extra credits in their pockets. But Jacob decided to stay. I met him in my kitchen, washing dishes, serving to the populace. I then met him at gate, serving again. I met him on the field, marshaling, fighting for his kingdom and his baron. And over almost, what's it been like? 18 years and 2 kingdoms, I have watched this man not just stay, but thrive and grow into an example of quiet, graceful service leadership. I am so pleased to be here today to witness your elevation to the orbit of Pelican, which you have so richly earned.
Got it.
You-
While thinking about what to say today, I saw a quote. Heroes are not giant statues framed against a red sky. They are people who say, this is my community, and it's my responsibility to make it better. And I couldn't have described Jacob better if I tried for weeks, and I did. Jacob serves selflessly. Well, besides that, in his own words, it keeps him out of trouble. And looks for opportunities to make our SCA better. From countless dishes washed and gate shifts sat to event stewarding, from the canton to the kingdom level, across 2 kingdoms for more than a decade and a half. Not for personal glory, or because he wants to make things better. Described as of all our virtues we are most familiar with, I see loyalty, generosity, courtesy, and justice. Or more simply put, I see duty to our game and our community that drives Jacob. And to me, a sense of duty is the key trait all leaders need. Your Majesties, Jacob has long been a peer in my eyes, and I look forward to welcoming to this order if you find him so worthy. Yeah, I know.
Good thing we'll be surprised. One of the challenges moving from one kingdom to another is reestablishing your credibility. A fighter probably has the easiest. Rapier or archer, they go to a practice, they go to a tournament, they can win. Suddenly they have the word fame. For artists, maybe a little bit more difficult, but not that hard. They show their work. They do workshops. They teach. People suddenly realize they have their credibility. For those of us in the service, bit of a challenge. But Jacob Redborn was up to that challenge. He literally jumped in with both feet. He moved from west to Ontario, helping Adiantum with land, West Ontario War, land organization. It never slowed him down. He never said, will I ever be able to build my reputation back up? No. Saw it, faced that challenge, and did it. And for this, we have people, 2 kingdoms, to welcome him into our marriage.
When I first met, I did not, for handing out summits shine, and I hope someday for us more crown. So we have heard, we have seen. We are in agreement.
Jacob Redborn, your calm in chaos, your tireless labor, and your quiet strength have long upheld the welfare of 2 kingdoms.
Will you accept from us elevation into the order of the Pelican?
Yeah.
Jacob Redborn, are you in fealty to another? Please rectify that.
Enter Graf Berg and Graf Liesel von Langenthal, who have fostered Jacob with guidance and affection. Enter Sir Wilhelm von Falken, his knight.
Wilhelm, do you release Jacob from any oath that prevents him from joining this order today?
I certainly will have no problem with that.
And American Liesel, do you affirm your continued guidance and affection as he takes upon himself this new burden of service?
Jeff Lewis.
unaccustomed to public speaking as I am. I've known Jacob many years. He was one of my students in high school. He was one of my students in college. He's one of my students swinging a sword periodically. And for a very short period of time, he was one of my students in the Kingdom of the West. At all times, he has been outstanding. The only words I have. Soon, he decided that he needed to change, and he came up to better himself in a new kingdom. And the speech that we have heard from several different people have impressed not only their majesties and their highnesses and the people standing before you, but me. I heard new things about Jacob, and I'm very proud. Thank you, Jacob.
Let the medallion be brought forth and speak of its lineage.
If we have a couple, I'm gonna take this one first. The lineage.
This is a medallion. The chain was created by Sebastian von Beff, the first Baron of Darkwood, and he wore that primarily as a war token, leadership token. He passed it on to me, Wilhelm, and I won't repeat everything else. And I was the second Baron of Darkwood. And because it is a token and cannot be worn as an unadorned chain, we created a elegant device upon it. And this is the chain that I wish for you to wear.
This is the symbol of those whose service nourishes the realm. Thank you.
Let's go. It's gonna be rough. Sorry, everybody. This comes down from Mistress Aislinn and Apria, Bracken, Cecil von Longenthal, Viscount Angus McClure, Dame Elspeth Wire Forest, Viscountess Nadezhda Volkoskaya, Mistress Aislinn, no Ayla, that one. Delancey, Viscountess Linda Alfrescano, Viscountess Emma von Berg, Companion Ari von Herman, maybe. Mistress Rihanna there. I love you, Reese. Bastard, Mistress Zambier, Mistress Zambier, Longenball, Thomas Marcus, Longibus Rufus, Dave Elspeth, Ainsley Goldhart, and
This too is a very rich and deep symbol.
Now bring forth the civic mantle.
My apologies.
But wait,
I apologize. I am Barry, but just put tell about that. I am the Baron of Darkwood. This medallion has this band. It was commissioned by Catherine Grimm and Mistress Catherine Grimm and Magister Simone. Myself and my lovely wife together and yeah.
there's more.
Medallions crafted by Baronial. And back there.
You know,
You're gonna have choices.
over 2 decades ago, I got one medallion and one medallion only, and I am still wearing it. So, and I love it. This is amazing. You are very well loved.
And I already dig up the best.
There being no further medallions. Wait for the specific mantle and speak of its prominence.
So this mantle was made by Baron Tequila. She asked if I wanted to pass my TV, and I told her no. No, because you are your own person, right? We work together all the time. We are partners. You are not one of mine. And so I want you to have your own to start. So.
No, no,
hold on.
please.
I want to help.
This is a symbol of those who service whose service shelters. Wear these symbols as a sign of one who shelters the dream through labor, devotion, and love of the people.
Jacob, upon which symbol would you swear your oath? In the ancient courts, the sword borne before the throne proclaimed the ruler's duty to defend the realm and safeguard its peace. To swear upon the sword of state is to commit one's strength of arm, resolve, and of character, to shield on tier from injustice and dishonor. It is the choice of those who know that true service demands vigilance, bravery, and the willingness to stand between danger and the innocent.
I take a pleasure. Citizen of Montpelier, like, write my labor into the crown. To serve the people and the people. To welfare guide my hand. So that order may endure and harmony keeps the great.
Put the book down, Gary.
And we, for our part, accept your oath and give you our protection.
Let all hear and know, Jacob Redborn is this day admitted into the noble order of the Pelican. May it be proclaimed throughout our realm and to the very core of our world that we, Octomasanes and Ashaxi, have a school thing. They will lion and lioness of the kingdom of Ontier, having weighed well the remarkable works and labors of our subject Jacob Redborn, are minded to imbue him with the most noble order of the Pelican. His long-standing contributions and service across time and kingdom are worthy of this recognition. We grant him the rights and charge him with the responsibilities of this rank. We further confirm his rights to bear arms by letters pat and achievements as befits his noble station. In witness whereof we set our hand and seal this 14th day of December, Honor Society 160, being 2025 Gregorian.
Please rise. Go to your peers.
People of Ontier, honor your newest peer. Vivat!
Order, when you are done giving your love to this individual, please.
Would love your support some more.
Are you running off with this?
No, I'm not running. Showing it off. Oh my God. Oh my God, look at you.
We're gonna have you join.
Oh, no, you take it out.
You have C. Pelicans, it is my understanding you have another for our consideration. Do you have that name?
I do. Can we have Tarek Orion up here?
Hey there. How you doing?
I am actually surprised that you were here. Because every time I see this man, he is working serving. He took down the Heirs at September Crown out in the sun and heat to put them up inside a building so that the crown contenders could fight in the shade. Ah. That is just a drop in the pool of service and
Enormous.
Yeah.
Overflowing
Yeah,
buckets,
yeah,
as we
yeah.
like to say.
the kindness, the generosity, sorry, I don't think it's me, but you move me and I am inspired.
We are thrilled to be able to. Do you have speaker for this Monday? Your Grace?
Majesty, assembled royalty. I've known this man across at least 4 decades. When I was last the king of the West, he had his company followed the battle of Endor. So I will speak of his martial ability briefly, because from the greetings he received from this crowd, from the populace, you already know of his accomplishments. But upon the field, he has been a stalwart member of the Black Company, a marshal. He has served your majesty and the weather well. I speak for that as former king. I speak to that as your servant. And I speak to that as his son. I respect his ability. I respect all the service he has done for this. I will leave it to others to speak of his other services, but as a person upon the field of battle, he is worthy to be my peer.
That's all.
Your Excellency?
I am Viscount Seamus O'Kelly, Order of the Laurel, Order of the Pelican, Order of the Summits. And that is important because this man helped build that foundation for me to become who I am. He is reliable. He's 100% sure that if he tells me he is going to do something, he will do it. Like no one else I've ever served with, served under, or served above him. He is a quiet leader. He pulls people in and teaches them what they need to know to serve the society. And he is consistent. I doubt there is an event that he has attended where he has not done some service. He will pick up and move tents. He will bring tents. He will do anything that you ask of him. And he is constantly offering to do that help for us. He is a member of our order. And I'm so thankful, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Yes, please.
My name is Viscount Noyer Anderson. And I think the only speaker is not a part. Speaking, of the many peerages in the United States, Pelican, one of us is the most broken. Like, we see how people become knights. We see how people become masters of defense. We see how people become Pelican is a much more nebulous thing. All of us help, right? All of us serve. All of us show up to the best of our abilities. We do. It's part of the people who character never freaking stops. I've never been to an event where Kurt was there, where he wasn't working, where he wasn't helping in official capacities, but also on a very personal level. He's never not helping, never not building, he's never not creating. As a Laurel, I look at a lot of art. And there are two main kinds of art in the world. There is big, flashy, amazing looking art. And then there's art where you kind of have to look close to realize the quality of what it is that you're looking at. Eric doesn't do loud service, but he does perfect service. He does it all the time. I have always been a guy with a friend, especially a guy here. It's about that damn time. No.
Thank you.
Your mess. I'm Temperance True Love, Viscountess, Order of the Laurel, Order of the Pelican, Order of the Summits. And it is especially fitting that this elevation happens during the Legati's reigns, because today I would speak of kindness. Kindness is the bedrock of several chivalric values, like courtesy and generosity. It is through this focus on kindness that I would like to speak of Carrick's service. Naturally, Carrick serves in all of the traditional ways, as event steward, as an officer, as a marshal, as a volunteer, as a unofficial satellite. But what makes Carrick's service special is his ability to meet the individual in their moment of need. Whether that's, lending a hand to put up a tent or driving half a day to rescue a person whose car is broken down. Carrick has a way of making each person feel special and seen. Carrick's kindness inspires others. Like a pebble dropped in a pond, Carrick's kindness ripples out. Carrick's service builds a culture of kindness, of generosity, and of courtesy. Virtues that nurture the dream. Your Majesties, this man is my peer.
Your Majesty, I have a few words. We've heard of the virtues of chivalry and knighthood and appearances. But Carrick also has the virtue of friendship. It's a quiet friendship. It is a trust that he builds with individuals and groups of people. As a speaker, I am here to recommend him to your Majesties, but I think the populace would also like to recommend him. As friends of his, stand and speak with me that he is your peer. He is our peer. Ah. Is it your design Carrick be admitted to this order? Make sure. I mean,
Is it your desire to join this order?
I like to get that.
Are you sworn in fealty to another? Well pleased with your continued efforts and diligent service to this kingdom. Right mindful of the wishes of your peers, we are minded to create you companion of the Order of the Law.
Pelican Garden.
A companion of the Order of the Pelican.
Now both.
You swear to uphold the rights and responsibilities of this order.
Then will you, Carrick, give your word to continue to fulfill the requirements set for the governance of this order, as you most purely have until now, to increase your labors nobly, to nourish your talents as befits a noble, and to seek to disseminate your talents and abilities throughout the kingdoms of the known world as far as is within your power.
Bring forth the medallion and speak its lead. It's a long one, I hear. It's somewhere in that
Your Majesty, I am Viscount Neil Greenstone, Master of the Pelican of the Kingdom of the West. I can attest, as his great James mumble years ago. Man into our name. And into my life. He absolutely from day one embodied service. Every time he saw somebody in need, he would offer help. His family, his friends, a stranger. He was always there and always serving. So we bring a medallion fitting this man who embodies service, tracing its lineage back to the foundation of this very order.
Yes, absolutely.
The medallion, originally a pendant from a yellow and green yarn, finger loop was braided and held by Robert of Dunharrow, the first pelican made by the Kingdom of the West in AS 8. It then went to William the Lucky in AS 14. Sebastian von Baden, who was mentioned here already, the first Baron of the Barony of Darkwood in AS 27. Krista of Starfall in AS 29. At this point, the original braid was joined to a medallion for and given to Walter Kemp of Alpine, but the medallion remains and was given to Linda of the Lakelands in AS 34. Richard of Aldertree, AS 34. Aldebaran Blackwood, AS 34. Matteo Justinian, AS 35. Zenobia Ferrantini, AS 36. Kiriana Michelson, AS 39. Eric Bjornsson, AS 39. Ariel Ebon, AS 42. Evan Ankarabi, AS 52. The Pelican box was then added to this regalia. And the medallion went further to Moira of Kent, AS 57. Cassandra Devereaux, AS 58. Daoud Ibn Ali, AS 58. To myself, Neil Greenstone, AS 58. To Mercy Grimm, AS 59. To William Apothecary von Schweitzold, AS 59. To Richard of Great Falls, AS 60. And now, the chair.
Take from our hands this well-weighted, well-historied token of your accomplishment and our esteem, to which your own labors as well as our recognition. Vice President. And another one, this has no legacy, but how can we do that? And this is a from the youth. And temperance helped me
There's another. Medallion crafted necklace by Alpine.
Thank you.
Bring forth the hat man. Wear this hat man. As a symbol of that nobility to which your own labors, as much as our recognition, have reached.
Let it be known that on this day, Heirs has been admitted to the right noble order of the Pelicans and will be known as a peer of the kingdom of Ontir. Would you now swear fealty to the crown? Or rod, scepter, sword, crowns, purple crown, the crowns. Yeah, and we, for our part,
Do swear to protect and defend you
and your
and your
household,
household with all our power. So long as we
remain solid to Ontir.
So say we, Octamasani, King Ontir.
So say me as Shaxi. Rested by Elizabeth and Russ. And that is the name of her parents. That's for our years. What are your peers?
Here. But wait, wonderful Pelican.
Yep, please stay here. There is one more person that we'd like
Just open
to
the
add
open the aisle here a little bit.
Here, order.
Oh. Like to get the flock on here.
Oh, here he is. Go sit up there with me. I got the video. Hi, Brian.
Is there any who would speak
Please.
for this candidate?
Yes. I'm grateful to use it for long and calm.
I think I got that.
One of the pleasures of being an elder in the SCA is getting to experience the growth and development of those who help shape our kingdom. Adrian came to this game and for you, the child of two dedicated members who modeled service to Barony and kingdom. I met Adrian as she was coming into her own, about to be married and moving towards the path of service in the arts. Adrian was young, outgoing, and often spoke her mind with the brash confidence of youth, not always considering the impact of her actions and words. But service was
dedicated with summits and volunteer benefiting from her unique organizational and motivational skills. After the birth of her son, Adrian made the difficult decision to step back from this game to address personal, medical, and family traumatic situations. When the time was right, Adrian and her family came back to us. The young, outspoken, service-oriented Adrian was still there, but she had matured and possessed a calmer, steadier confidence. Her words and actions were tempered, her personal growth significant. Since that time, Adrian's service and personal growth have flourished, and the Principality, kingdom, and the known world are better for her dedication. I can honestly state that I have literally seen Adrian grow and mature into a woman who rightly deserves to stand with this order.
Witness. Woo!
Oh, Adrian. I'm so excited for you today. It was the best message I got. Your service is that exceptional. You brought spread in the community. Not only for kingdoms, but literally the known world together. There are members of our populace who have souls that came to written here. They came from amazing scribes from various kingdoms across our world. You provided a space and built a community so that able to recognize those were the word fame of those artists not otherwise had their names shared. That is a gift not to those artists, but to the members of our populace now have these amazing pieces of artwork to recognize that their service and growth in the community. I know I just threw on all the words that I wrote. That's certainly I just missed my book. Your Majesty, this amazing gentleman in front of you is the embodiment of service. It's like your wife is. I'm happy. Your Majesties, I've known this good lady since we were both quite young. We won't. I've had the honor and joy of being a friend for many years. One of the hardest things for someone who serves to learn is how to say no. Because in saying no, we're stopping something in front of us, but we're preserving our ability to serve our community in the future and for a much longer time than if we took on everything that was in front of us. And it's hard to say. And I watched Adrian learn how to say no graciously when she needed to protect her own well-being so that she could continue to serve our society in so many ways. And when she learned to say no when she needed to, it meant that when she said yes, she could dance into the most complicated, unpleasant situations, jobs, roles, and graciously and joyously organize them with her fabulous mind and good humor and kindness. And we all benefited from it. Your Majesties, I am so honored to mentor to your notice. She is my peer.
Adrian, when you stepped back into playing again, it's like a piece of the puzzle clicked back in place for me. I have missed you so much. And I know that you stepped away again. And that's part of the healthy part of saying no. I'm thrilled to be able to recognize you today. And you know that it's still okay. Still, you can take the place that you need to.
So your desire still that Adrian be admitted to this order.
Aye.
appeals me to another. Well, I would like that to be rectified.
Oh, this guy. This is Esphina. You have been a joy to get to know, and I will release you as my protege. But you're damn well sure I ain't releasing you as a friend. Learning your boundaries has helped me learn mine. And I told you from the get-go, I am going to learn from you as much as you're going to learn from me, and I still think I have a lot to learn. I am going to take back the bet. It is freaking amazing. Now.
Bell daughter of the drawstring, the great equalizer.
But the cool thing about this belt is I know how much it means to you, and I know how much it means from the person who made it. I want this to be a memory you pass on when the time is right. You take on somebody else and make a replica of this belt you're going to keep.
Witness.
There's a space here.
Well pleased with your continued efforts and diligent service to our kingdom. And right mindful of the wishes of your peers. We are minded to create you a companion of the Order of the Pelican.
Nailed it.
You accept from us this honor. And swear to uphold the rights and responsibilities.
I love it.
Then will you, Adrian, give your word to continue to fulfill the requirements set for the governance of this order, as you most surely have until now, to increase your labors nobly, to nourish your talents as befits a noble, and to seek to disseminate your talents and abilities throughout the kingdoms of the known world, as far as you within your powers.
Bring forth the medallion.
How many?
Learn the long lineage, and I'm not gonna say them this year because I don't know how to say that name. There's one name that's of note that will mean a lot to Adrian. Her mother, Mistress Elaine de Lacy, wore this family medallion. Wow.
Take from our hands this token of your accomplishment and our esteem. Please.
This medallion does not have a long lineage because I wore it for 18 years. It was crafted by Master Sigmund Helmschmidt. The necklace was strung by Mrs. Bard, and it was commissioned by Elaine de Lacy, your mother. And I think, as much as I love this medallion, it needs to go to you. And I give this to you with my whole heart. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
There's one more.
A lot of birds going. Bring forth.
So, just this morning, I was able to request the borrowing of said circlet from her mother.
Mistress Elaine Lacey. Just a placeholder until we get one of her own fashion, but she's more than pleased to have it. Love.
And Ainsley wrote a band specifically for this, not knowing that this circuit would happen.
That's not until this morning it happened.
Wear this circlet as a symbol of that nobility to which your own labors as well as our recognition have raised you. Now is the time.
So I also have some other gifts that, because this was a surprise, we have a Viking chat of goodies. The Viking chat provided by Vivian. Have your food made by Ayla. I have a apron hat woven by Driffa. The stamp work done by Morgan, thank you. Eduardo did the beadwork and helped with the additional, and I put it all together.
I do stand.
That's good. Let it be known that on this day, Adrian has been admitted to the right noble order of the Pelican and will be known as a peer of the kingdom of Ontier. Upon which civil estate, which is where field authority.
Yes.
We, for our part, do swear to protect you and your household with all of our power.
So
We remain sovereigns of Ontier. So say we, Archimasades, sovereign Ontier.
So say we as Shoxi, sovereign.
Arise and go now to your peers and pelicans. We release. Oh, come on. For your service.
As everyone goes to the back, art, text, and calligraphy by Maminka. It was not quite delivered on time. That's what it's gonna look like. Let's go ahead and walk to the back. As the ancestors of the North raised their voices in scalded praise to honor the worthy, so do we, Optimisades and Ashaxes, Sable Lions Montier, speak forth this day in recognition of Adrian von Brandenburg. In the long halls of memory, it is said that true nobility is shown not only in battle, but also in unwearied service freely given. As constant as the winter star and as steady as the oar upon a storm-tossed sea. Such service has Adrian brought to our kingdom, strengthening its people, brightening its gatherings, and giving us for time and spirit without falter. Therefore, in the matter of the Norse, honored the steadfast strength of esteem and words carved for all to know, we, by our hand and seal, and do welcome and raise her into the most noble order of the Pelican. Let all who hear these words know that her deeds are worthy of all heart and high seat alike, and shall be remembered among those who give life to the kingdom. Done this 13th day of December, Anna Societatis 60. Thank you.
All right, now that we got the flock out of here.
The single lions, all forward, Kira of Euclid. Kira, are you present?
So Ira, right? Ira has only been with us a short time in our kingdom, but in that time, it's made a big impact. And today we would have a bountiful hand for all of the extraordinary work that they've done, and also an award of arms.
Is there somebody who lives near this individual? That, no? Okay. Rafael Ramirez Rodriguez, Sable Lion Rose, Fire Eagle. Okay, we will also delegate. Okay. We, Optimizados of Vishaxi, having noted the word fame of our subject, Rafael Ramirez Rodriguez, do distinguish them with an award of arms in token of our esteem for the glory they have brought to our realms, and with this, fellowship that we less known and duly known. We command you to speak out suitable and prepare free to bear with honor. I honor this 13th of December, Honor Societatis 60. So this we would like to delegate to their excellencies of Terra Primaria. Raphael, for giving this his consistent efforts to learn and further the martial arts of rapier. Despite his inability to attend events, he has become a familiar presence at practice and demos, helping to set up and tear down and encouraging newcomers. And we would like to recognize that.
Huzzah.
Your Majesty, you need to speak with one Derek O'Gelly. Seamus, is Derek here?
He is not.
Okay, so we've been trying to catch up with
I know.
him since Moose minutes. So please come forward. We would like to. What is this? We would like to present the Leo Minor. And, presented with a Leo Minor.
Duke James. Yeah. Your Majesty, the King, I request your presence.
Majesty.
Almost every event that I've attended in this kingdom, you've had to send your squire to me to apologize for your lack of attendance.
I'm here today.
And every time I tell him the same thing, but he doesn't listen. that you never need to apologize to me for your absence or for anything else. You would have my presence if I ever thought there was a reason for an apology. And I can't ever think of any time that you would ever have to apologize to me. With that, I would also like to have the knights here present attend me.
No, chivalry.
Pardon me.
All chivalry, please.
And those silly bastards can come out here.
You too, Corbin. All of the bastards.
Are there any? I've never been a serious bastard. It has come to my attention that this order is lacking. And I would like to rectify that today. Dave, you please.
I shall.
Not totally shaking, but I think it's just called a creepy knees up here. I have watched you for years fight across this kingdom. I have watched you go through struggle, growth. I have watched you impress the lead. I have watched you impress the Order of the Rose to the point where they, and also state to the point where they sent me a letter person. I have watched many signatures ever growing. I've watched you press those standing before me. So today I just have one question. We would like to put you on vigil to join this order chivalry. Would you take vigil and come back to us at a time and tell us your answer?
Yes, please.
Please, knights and masters. It's my foot off my tongue. Please, give this young man counsel. And come back with an answer. Oh, yours. Get the purchase.
Let's go.
That's exciting. Thank you.
Well, hello. So you came to us in need and put yourself out there to be on peril for a country. I have enjoyed your guidance, your support, your creativeness, and your enthusiasm, and I'm really getting to know that. I've been at so much. I hope you enjoyed, and we have one more to do.
I appreciate your bravery, joining this team and the job that you haven't done before with people that we didn't know at all. And you jumped in, you researched, did so much work to get up to speed, and you've done an incredible job as our herald. And I appreciate everything that it has taken for you to take this job on and to do it. And if you, I said earlier, it's a forgive me not. But really, it's a, yeah. Thank you.
For the recipient. And then get back there and let the people. Yeah, we're just gonna transfer right over. How's everybody doing? Are we all good? You didn't split? Real quick.
Guys, the syphilis is taking me. His royals.
Here now opens the final court of the Legati Agustino Roofing. And here we go.
When we stepped up, I read a statement to you all. And 6 months ago, it was incredibly meaningful. I did not realize that 6 months later, how much more impactful these words would be for me to read out loud. They're not altered, they're the same as I read in June. In a world that is full of uncertainty and anger, we hope you choose kindness and respect. We strive for openness, fairness, integrity, and honesty. Our community should support, lead, and grow without bullying, harassment, or fear. We strive to practice inclusiveness and respect diversity. When people feel respected and included, they can be more creative, innovative, and successful. The actions we take as a community and the words we speak to ourselves and to others matter. Benigat mitas unimicta es domodo sin keresta. Kindness is invincible, provided it's sincere. Oh, they're not all that.
Hi. This is exciting. This is really exciting to be here, and honored to be able to take over from such worthy.
Yeah, Pokemon. The Legati tomorrow have business with you.
I know you're here. I saw you.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Jacob, are you here? Go to.
We ran away. In the meantime, Margaret McDonald has an announcement.
Hi, friends. I'm Maggie the Blind. It's nice to see you all here. And today we have the first rehearsal of On to Your Choir. I'm so excited to make it here. If you've already signed up, I've got music and stuff. If you've not signed up and just want to swing by and see what we're doing, we're going to meet around noon. And now we have to figure out where the living room is. So we're going to meet wherever the living room is. Thank you very much, everybody. Woo, woo.
While enjoying the company of their populace last night and this morning, the following awards were given. Silver Barbary, Eleanor, Octamasatis, Ashaxi, Evander, Enid, Sid, Eduardo, Reagan Leaf, Suna, Otto, Sarah, and Liesel. The following Griffiths pods were also given. Cedric Hellbreaker, Barrett von Longenthal, Liesel von Longenthal, Ben Grimm Bateson, Eduardo Francesco Maria Restrictia, Reagan Leaf, I'm so sorry, Reagan Leaf.
Fine. I'll find you.
Yeah. For the recipients of these awards, a joyous noise. promoted into their presence.
We got an award recommendation many, many months ago. And I wanted to give it at a very opportune time. And it just so happened that a few days ago on Facebook, you posted about busing with your and how you want to get it just right. And these iterations of garb that's done over and over. You and I have spoken about garb and work. So we wanted to spend those.
Yes, think of it.
The peacocks does it.
With the exquisite skill of our clothiers, that beauty would be much diminished. During the reign of Prince Fitch and Prince Eduardo, it was seen fit to create an order to honor such worthy individuals. Thus, do we the intent to honor our subjects and elders, the mission is this order of the Peacock's Feather. Now, this is done by our hand and seal on this 13th day of December, Honor Society Countess 16.
The scroll designed and illuminated by Master Ilarion and calligraphy by Elizabeth DeGraw.
Enid of Hawkstar, will God be summoned before this assembly?
So, Enid, if you do not know, does a ton of art stuff, but additionally, a ton of service, right? I've seen you at the Baronial level, all over the place, at events and volunteering, and at Kingdom, at a Hawkstar. It is amazing. I love to see what you do and when you do it, and for that, we'd like to give you today the Griffith du Lion, which is the AOA level, Kingdom level.
Henceforth, let their citizen Enid be raised to the rank and estate of Arthur for the beautification of empire volunteer art. 13th day of
Service. We didn't place it for a while. She kept leaving really early before Christmas. The wordsmith was done by Owen O'Cleary, designed by Yara O'Cleary, and organized by Ayla. So, your work is stunning. Your service is I'm excited to.
A noise noise! Zuleika, Alzarka, the Legati request your presence.
That's me. Elevate down. You have inspired, but what's it one for this your pardon? We would give you a silver chime with words inspired others. You make it look effortless. You make it look fun. And that is all you can ask for. It was just very public.
Dulaga, Alzarga, the Legati of the Summits have seen and heard to the Baronial cards, and being pleased to grant unto you admission into the order of the Silver Chives, done by our hand at the 13th day of February, month of Countess 60. Unjoined Roy! Yeah, Boss Crossman, that's the one that has business with you.
Hello. So this is another one that the date might not be right. That's right. Chase you down, right? I've known you for years in the game, right? Mostly merchanting, but merchant stewarding, participating around, right? And I didn't know you didn't have this. Yeah, we're gonna rectify it. Please do the word in the record.
Being well pleased with the words of Dear Tom Trumpleman, Legati Rufus, and Julia's sign of all bringing into provincial records. Being all proven shall be raised to the rank and estate of an arbitrary volunteer.
Wordsmith by Randolph Freedwell, designed by Miriam O'Cleary, and painted by Kathleen Allen, order of the book.
Free cheers for the newest article. You need on the even higher.
Let me get face.
Let me go.
I used to be a big hair fan. That's cute.
In times of trouble, calamity, natural disaster, and desperate need, there are those heroes that put others before themselves while expecting nothing in return. Their generosity and compassion to those in need, and their love for those within our community and principality is so great that the coronet is compelled by justice and honor to recognize these nobles. Therefore, we Rufus and Livia, coronet Rufus, and into the order of the Baronial. Fighting down on an arching field on a hero show we remember. Done by our hand that sealed the 13th day of February in 60. Please stand here on our side. Annabelle of Terraria. The Legati requests you to come before this assembly.
They're fetching her. She just got here. She just got here. They're fetching her.
At this time, the Legati invite their heirs to prepare themselves for things.
Thanks.
Just got here. Great.
We need to check in at lists or lists to check in.
Add prior event. Then many other things. In one tournament, run to heights. People could raise part. We wanted to recognize you with for the art.
By imperial decrees,
I'm so fancy. When you're leaving. It'll be, and I got no.
Basket Corwin.
Corwin.
Very dull.
Found it.
Stand. So this specific award is normally given on a fighter that is kind of on their trade, right? Well, you're not quite for right. But I'm giving it to you because of the sheer volume of contribution to the fighting community. You come to practice, teach, you've inspired me, you taught me from ever, and you don't have these. And so I'd like to hear the whole thing. Fight the rear Christmas to the God Marcus Longinius Rufus and Lydia Tella on this 13th day of December in the 60th year of the Imperium of Ontario. Being impressed by your prowess, sign the following expensive records. Best Corwin is to be hereby and forevermore a member of the Order of Samora. Knows these lands as the Order of the Grail of the Summits.
Leave everything.
Unaccustomed as I am to I think.
Of Mountain Edge, the grateful guardian of the summit and present company.
Very good.
You're not.
We asked to be our head of revenue, and it was an easy decision. I knew it was gonna be you. What I didn't know was how far you would dive yourselves and how much fun we would have with you as our head of revenue. We're organized, passionate, all the right ways when most are not. It is right. That's why I elevation. And I could see that if I were giving you a favor. It would be nice. Moreover, I wanted to be so part of you.
These are common.
Life in the way.
Two-thirds.
I put together, so then it was very. Hang out, which I never considered.
This is not just for art.
I figured out.
Right? As you've talked about trying to take it off again, right? Yeah, no, she doesn't. Been on duty for 4.5 years now, or so, yeah.
It's also sheer pressure.
Back, this is well deserved. Possible. And I.
Two edges.
A rain takes a huge amount of effort from a great many people. Even amongst such selfless people, there are some whose contributions stand head and shoulders above it. In recognition of Layla's superlative service, the Legati Proponents draw her dignity in the order of the heart of the summits.
Highlight with my favor, Layla was the one who found I gave her the idea and said, you will like, no.
For the White River of the Order of the Harvard Summits, the Christmas Bob, and the Silver Barbary. 3 cheers. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip,
Huzzah!
hip.
Huzzah!
King of Redmore, the God request your presence. All right. Okay. Finish right there. Yeats, please approach the Legati's court. So it has been a pleasure to get to know you a bit during our reign. And I have seen you not just during our reign, but I've seen you at fighter practice and other gatherings, lots of events. And while it is not as long and coming as the last one, it's still just as well. And we would like to give you. By imperial decree of Octopusatis and Shoxy, for the gospel of the Procurator Marcus Legitius Rufus and Livia Della, henceforth let their citizen Yates be granted the rank and state of arbiters for efforts in support of the Empire of Alpine. 13th day of December, on a site out of 60. Let's use traffic. A joyous noise for the news of
I ran on 3 walls, started on your elimination of Hyperion and her daughter.
Jacob Redmore, the Legati request your presence. You can wear that. Okay. Here. Forward and feel it directly to
See them.
Jacob has been with Layla organizing at the top. Jacob has been my right hand for all the little things all the time. We sit and we talk and we make plans and relieve my stress and your help during this rain has been intense. And I'm overjoyed. So many change now. I did.
Jacob, I knew I would be okay in this ring because I knew that if decisions that I was going to make were bad, you were going to tell me they were going to be bad. I also know that you were going to have my back if I continued with those bad decisions. I did not. I listened to your advice and your counsel. You have been there, watched us cry, and told me it was fine to be angry. And then the next question was, how are you going to do better? How will you fix it? I could have stood up here and had this. It's
For the newest recipient of the Griffin Pond Summer Barbary, Joyce Boy. Adele Newton, Principality of Investiture, wishes to approach the throne. What is your business with the legati?
We thank you for your diligent service to the Principality.
Let's hear it, Magnuson, come before their highnesses. Tyranny, the Legati's forum have chosen you to succeed in the office of Web Minister. Are you prepared to undertake the tasks and responsibilities of that office of state, to serve the province and populace of the summits, and to swear an oath to their highnesses?
I am.
Bring forth the rail of the summits.
Water, red, silver drips. Let's say. Let that guy here.
You receive your oath with honor and solemn trust. May your voice be matched by our stewardship. Unity of purpose. The summit shall thrive. Henceforth, be known as the Web Minister of the Principality of the Summits. Your helpfulness is what being Web Minister, you've done an amazing job. And we talked about making processes better, and you've done all that. So look for improvements. It's been amazing. Thank you. Please hear that.
By decree of Legati Marcus Virginius Rufus and Olivia Talon, on this 13th day of December, in 60th year of the period of Montier, being impressed by your adept management of your office, sign the following into the provincial records. The Delaware is to be hereby and forevermore a member of the Ordo Gralis Simorum, known locally as the Order of the Grail of the Summits.
A quick announcement. A celebration for the surprise elevations today will be held after court in Pioneer Hall.
Awesome.
Woo! Thank you.
This land is the Principality of the Summits, a domain defined by the towering peaks that reveal the bones of the land. There is not one land so are we blessed in any people. The deeds have a subject from this land, should stand tall and proud as any mountain. These persons have borne this principality on their backs, giving it strength and war. Moreover, we have to bid as a mountain to inspire our hearts and embody our goals. With those who can form the foundations of this order of the summit, scattered before the throne, and make known to the populace the one who will join your esteemed number.
The order of the summits, as you know, give representations for it. And I saw the list. It was among the giants that I chose you. I wanted. Didn't take a lot of convincing. But I was willing to die on this hill. You are among giants, grounded in the order. I love and support you. But not only are you among this great order, backing up the populace and summits, you are why I play. You are why I play. Your love of the game, your love of the fight, your willingness to help, your willingness to make our community better. Make it look like this. As you play and do things not because they're asked. It comes from your soul. It shows that it does. Like that. Your order is great.
Well, we don't have words.
They already said, I got I also want you to know, this is the last award of my reign. You were the final note for us. And
Scroll done by Moira O'Cleary. Painted with, where? There. Azurite and ochre and iron oak ink, inspired by Welsh Rice March Gospel. I am nowhere near as articulate as she is. I've watched you be very and print and serve everywhere and be so welcoming to everyone in the summit. You are a cornerstone, a keystone of what we are. Congratulations.
Summits, hip hip! Regarding the call the retinue to attend them one final time.
You've been hearing about. Derek, at least you count.
oh yeah.
Thank you all for all the love, support. This journey has been amazing, and we would not have been anywhere near this type of show and adventure. And it's just been after joy getting to know all of you better and be with our part of this experience. Thank you.
It's overwhelming to see you here. Love you've given us achievement. Now it is made a consistent impact on my as friend. I didn't know what I was doing in June. I had no idea. I wasn't worried. I had an immense amount of levels that we know. We thank you for jumping into our Roman veins. We knew our passion for it. What we did realize was the passion that we would see back. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for making it easy. Thank you for loving the parts that we would enjoy as well. So we release you from your duty.
Which seems to find out us.
Not only do we thank our retinue, we thank you as the populace. We had a blast. This was so much fun. We had people tell us that it would be hard and challenging and were you stressed out. And I at one point wasn't sure I was doing a good job because it was none of this. I just that. I love it. It's the whole point.
But, and mirroring her words, right? As everyone says every time, without a populace, there's nothing to reign, right? Thank you for coming. Thank you for participating and being here and building this community. It has been a joy for the short bit of time that we got to help steward it.
But also, we think this rain would relax because you came to the redwoods with me. It's driving. It's just so much fun. You guys have been incredible partners and incredible stewards of this community and servants of simply to allow
And thank you for giving us the same. For all of your support and encouragement and prodding and just love through this process. It's been a joy. When not done.
Thus closes the final court of Marcus Longinus Rufus and Livia Tella, legati pro praetor of the summons.
Thus suspends the court of their majesties for a 10-minute break, after which please return for the investiture of the heirs of the summits. We'll see you in 10.
Real thing. Real thing. Real thing.
I know.
Of the single violence and single violence.
Here now opens the court of the Legati Augusti Pro Praetor, Marcus Longinus Rufus, and Livia Attila. We actually have one more quick piece of business, because we overlooked somebody we shouldn't have. Kaylin Instoratha. Do you know? Nope. Where did you come from? You stepped up and volunteered. And took a-
For the newest recipient of the Griffin's Paw, the Silver Barbery, a joyous noise. Age to age, and season to season, by law and custom, the time has come for the Alpine coronets of the summits to pass on their rule to their successors, their claim proven in battle. Summits, stand in witness of the investiture of your next summits coronets. Duke Kenrick Mauer, come before the throne.
Your Majesty, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, officers of the summits and of Ontario. At this time, I would like to present to you Fenrir Christensen, Storm of the East, champion of 4 rivers. He has come this day to press his claim for the throne of the summits.
On the 20th day of September, Anno Societatis 60, the Principality of the Summits did hold a coronet tournament in South March to determine who would succeed to the coronets and thrones of the summits. Fenris Christensen was the victor on the field that day, and they are in court today to press their claim.
Why have you come into our court?
To claim what is mine by right of arms and the law and customs of our society.
You make this claim only for yourself.
I claim it also for my inspiration and true love, Seraphina, Ferris daughter.
Then let them join you here.
Warrior success is not Ferris love. It is formed by consideration, an inspiration built of fierce love, joyful creativity, and compassionate truths. Seraphina is the heart of warrior strength, just as inspiration is the heart of the summits.
We hear your claims. Your officers attest that these claims are made in accordance with the laws and customs of our principality.
Zuleika Elzarka, Seneschal of the Summits, and Viscountess Elizabeth Costa Carducci, come before their highnesses and testify.
Your Highnesses, upon my oath and duty of my office, I affirm that these 2 gentles are in good standing in our society, and the law is satisfied as to their claim.
My legate, per the oath of my office, I attest that there may be that the coronet tournament respond back to you of the list.
This is well.
Who here would second?
Who here would second these claims?
I am Brandon Di Santini, defender of the summits. I witness and proclaim the right of Fenris's claim. Does anyone here challenge Fenris's right to ascend to the throne of the summits?
And I,
McDonald, Alpine Scholar of Arts and Sciences champion, all of the summits attest and affirm the worth of Seraphina's claim. Does anyone here challenge Seraphina's right to wear the coronet of the summits?
And I, Morgan Weir, captain of cats, rapier champion of the summits, attest and affirm Seraphina's claim. Does anyone here challenge Seraphina's right to wear the coronets of the summits? If so, step forward and feel the bite of the cat's claw.
And I, Wilhelm Germanic, Captain of Eagles, champion of both for the summits, attest and affirm the worth of Fenris' claim. Does anyone here challenge Fenris to ascend the throne of the summits?
And I, Régent Victor de Guers, Sword of the Mountain, to test and affirm Seraphina's claim throne. If anybody would care, my compatriots and I, we will be waiting.
We drink to Fenris and Seraphina, the next Alpine coronets of the summits.
You are invited to make yourselves comfortable.
We have heard your claims. They are made well in accordance with the law that governs the summit, and well proclaimed and seconded by the champions of the summit. Therefore, we shall surrender our coronets, thrones, and titles. Defenders of the summit, defender of the summits, and champions of the summit, we call upon you to watch over us. And witness our heirs, right in the testament, with the coronets of the summit.
Upon the day of the tournament, you gave us your oath. And you would assume this station in accordance with the laws and customs of the summit. It is with this oath in our hearts and with these witnesses present that we do give over to your care our coronets.
We have you here acknowledge true heirs to the Griffin coronet. We find your claim is just and lawful.
Do you have any obligations you need to discharge before finding yourself in the oaths of some?
I work with mind of
Do you, Fenris and Seraphina, now swear fealty to Octomosades and Ashoxi, your undoubted sovereigns, that you will obey their lawful command in all matters that concern this realm, and, mindful that the honor of the realm and of the principality which you claim springs from your own deeds, do you swear that you will treat chivalrously and courteously with those of every degree, so long as their majesties remain sovereigns of Antir?
I so swear.
And we
You swear. We promise to protect and defend you and those of your household with all of our powers, so long as we remain sovereigns of Antir. So say we, Octomosades, King Antir.
So say we.
Swear now an oath to your new populace. Bring forth the cradle of the summit.
Know that in us, the blood of the Griffin runs true.
By its sign and upon its grail, we give our oath to serve and protect the people of the summits to the utmost of our power, at their hearts and in their crafts, and against all their foes. We shall be their true guardians. We will meet justice tempered with mercy. Be their child or youth, man or woman, high or low. This we swear, for so long as we rule the summits and the high mountains hold the grail to the sky. So swear I, Fenris Christensen.
So swear I, Serafina Ferris-Stolpen.
We bid you rule this land from your head with glory and wisdom.
We bid you rule this land with compassion and heart for your people.
We bid you rule this land with your arm, with strength and honor.
We bid you rule this land with your hands to take discipline and craft.
Behold the coronets by which all may know you as rulers of this, the principality of the summits. Let them make a symbol to you. As their weight rests upon your brow, so do the hopes and aspirations of the populace rest upon your hearts. Receive this burden with a sure and mighty resolve.
I, Marcus Longinus Rufus, do invest you, Fenris Christensen, as coronet of the summits, with the right to wear this coronet and to pass it on to your successor. Receive it now, with it the principality of the summits, to care for and rule from this day forth.
I, Livia Atella, do now grant this coronet unto you, Fenris Christensen, ribbon coronet of the summits, that you may invest your funds.
Serafina, receive this coronet and throne, won by our hand and your love, and to pass it on to your successor. From this day forth, you must watch over and rule our principality of the summits.
Serafina, as coronet of the summits, you have the right
wear this coronet and pass it on.
Summit! Behold, Fenris and Serafina, the undoubted Griffin coronets! Long live Fenris Christensen!
Long live Fenris Christensen!
Long live Serafina Farsdottir!
Long live Serafina Farsdottir! Sir Rufus and Diamond Olivia, come and kneel.
By this pledge, I affirm that Fenris and Serafina are the rightful coronets of the summit. Faith and truth will I dare to them, and all that they concern with trust. So long as they move the summit, the waters of the grail run clear, and so my rivers rise. So do they are, and Marcus Virginius.
Gladly we hear you, and in return, we pledge to you and your households our advocacy. We will speak for you and yours. We will represent you in this and all other realms. For so long as we rule the summits and the high mountains hold the grail to the sky. So say we, Fenris Christensen.
There is not.
You guys we have all been so blessed to have this couple here, bringing family into the summits, bringing historical reenactment into our ceremonies, and bestowing us on a new and more fresh perspective of the SCA. And it's my honor to be able to take over and hopefully build on what this couple has put together for you guys. It's been pretty awesome, hasn't it?
Three cheers for Marcus Virginius Rufus and Livia Attila. Get hit! My God, spare! On before their highness is bearing with you the grail of the summits.
Except now this grail, summit. Brimming with water, and the grail. Remembering your promise to nurture the well-being of the principality,
Just restore that decay
restore the decay,
and maintain that which is restored.
maintain that which is restored, and that the principality may flourish and prosper,
And her people always first in their
and the people always first in your hearts.
We drink now to the people of the summits, without whom there would be no principality to rule. The Grail is all that we are, for it takes an artisan to craft it, a warrior to defend it, a faithful service to bear it, and a noble to drink from it.
With this, my duties are complete. I now give it to your keeping. The grail of the summits. You may name someone of your choosing, bear it during your reign.
We thank you for your service.
Grail bearer is a position, not only of a faithful servant, but of an advisor and counsel. We would have Sir Robert come forth.
Will brand new defender of the summits come armed with the Principality sword of state before the Alpine throne?
My hand, sir. Peter Hunter.
We find your skill fit and worthy, and accept your service.
Here I swear by mouth and hand. My fealty and true service. Baby and truth on Heirs. And all. My shield before you in battle. So long as you rule steps. The waters of the Grail run clear. And the silver griffin walks. So surround.
So do we here. And for our part, we pledge to you and your household our protection. We will watch over and shelter you. We will place you ourselves before you and all the foes. So long as we rule the summits and the high mountains hold the Grail up to the sky. So say we. Fenris Christensen.
Fair to be and fair itself.
Take the sword from our hands.
Oh, take the sword from our hands and take your place at our side.
The champions of the summits, present yourselves before their highnesses and your armies.
My skills.
Yeah, your service is your champion.
We find your arts and skills fit and worthy and accept your service.
Here do I swear by God.
Here do I swear by mouth and hand. My fealty and service. Thank you for your service while I bear to you. All the faith and service.
Riches, wealth, skills,
All that was on me. Carrying all attacks upon me. All those. The log is the rule of the summit. The water of the Grail is clear. And so the wicked flies free. So that is why.
This oath do we hear. And for our part, we pledge to you and your household our protection. We will watch over and shelter you. We will place ourselves between you and all of our foes. And so long as we rule the summits and the high mountains hold the Grail up to the sky. So say we, Fenris Christensen.
So say we, Seraphina Farristoff.
Take up your regalia and take your place at our side.
heirs who have in their time received the oaths of the people come forward. Their Highnesses. Do you now swear by mouth and hand fealty as a peer of Antir and of the summit, that you will bear faith and truth to both crown and coronet, to obey all lawful commands in all that may concern each realm, and being mindful of the honor of Antir and of the summits, and of the order to which you belong springs from your own needs? Will treat chivalrously and courteously those of every degree, so long as Fenris and Seraphina rule the summits. Remain in fealty to the crown of Antir, and the waters of the Grail run clear, and the silver griffin flies free.
We hear your oath, and for our part, we pledge to you and those in your our fealty and aid to support you in your service to Antir and the summits, to protect and defend you and your households, to place ourselves between you and your foes, be they foes of Antir or the summits, for one makes themselves the other. So say we, Fenris Christensen.
So say I. Seraphina Therisma.
Let the knights and masters of arms who wish to swear to the numbers power of the net martial arts keep their sword.
Catch the share of ours.
Ways of this is weird.
Do you now swear by mouth and hand that you will be at the fear of Antir and of the summits, that you will bear faith and truth for the crown and coronet, to obey all lawful commands and all that may concern each realm, and be mindful of the honor of Antir and of the summits, and of the huge long, strengthen your own needs. You treat chivalrously and courteously those of every degree, so long as Fenris and Seraphina the summits, remaining fealty to the crown of Antir, the waters of the Grail run clear, and the silver griffin flies free.
I do swear.
We hear your oath, and for our part, pledge to you and to those in your households our fealty and aid to support you and your service to Antir and to the summits, to protect you and defend you and your household, to place ourselves between you and our foes, be they foes of Antir or the summits, for one makes themselves the other. So say we, Fenris Christensen.
So say we, Seraphina Therisma.
Can be the oath.
Is there a master arm to make a toast at this time?
Well, yes, I believe we have one first.
Unaccustomed to it.
I am, as some of you may have guessed, a master. We are members of the Orders of the Chivalry, but we have the option of swearing fealty or not. In this instance, what I choose to do, as I have for a very long time. Fenris Summits. Well, Seraphina Summits, the inspiration that you brought to this land on that day was so great and it shined across. I cannot tell you how much joy it gave me before. And I know that you will bear the coronets and summits with all the honor and the grace that you should. be well, be safe.
Witness.
Witness.
Let the companions of the laurel, the teachers of our artisans and scholars come forward. Do you now swear by mouth and hand, fealty as a peer of Montier and of the summits? Will you bear faith and truth to both crown and coronet, to obey all lawful commands in all that may concern each realm, being mindful that the honor of Montier and of the summits and of the order to which you belong springs from your own deeds? Will you treat chivalrously and courteously those of every degree, so long as Finners and Serafina rule the summits, remaining guilty to the crown of Montier? The waters of the Grail run clear, and the silver griffin flies free.
We hear your oath, and for our part, we pledge to you and to those of your households our fealty and aid to support you and your service. God here, and the summits, and the order to which you belong, to protect and to defend you and your households, to place ourselves between you and our foes, be they foes of Montier or the summit, for one makes himself the other. So say we, Finners Christensen.
So say we, Serafina Theresaw.
Let the companions of the Pelicans and their beneficent to the realm come forward. Do you now swear by mouth and hand, fealty as a peer of Montier and of the summits? Will you bear faith and truth to both crown and coronet, to obey all lawful commands and all that may concern each realm? Being mindful that the honor of Montier and of the summits and of the orders to which you belong springs from your own deeds. You treat chivalrously and courteously those of every degree, so long as Finners and Serafina rule the summits, remaining fealty to the crown of Montier. The waters of the Grail run clear, and the silver griffin flies free.
And we hear your oath and promise. We pledge to you and to those of your household our fealty and aid to support you and your service to those Montier and the summits, and to the order to which you belong, to place ourselves between you and your foes, be they foes of Montier or the summits, for one makes themselves the other. So say we.
Thank you, sir.
Let the order of defense, the lightning flash of the martial arts come forward. You now swear by mouth and hand, fealty as a peer of Montier and of the summits. Will you bear faith and truth to both crown and coronet, to obey all lawful commands and all that may concern each realm, and be mindful that the honor of Montier and of the summits and of the order to which you belong springs from your own deeds. Will you treat chivalrously and courteously those of every degree, so long as Fenris and Serafina summits remaining guilty to the crown of Montier, the waters of the Grail run clear, and the silver griffin flies free?
I so swear.
Hear your oaths before our part. We pledge to you the oaths of our house. Are guilty of aims. And support you in your service in and the order to which you belong. And you and your household. Place ourselves in you. The foes of Ontario or the subjects. For one makes themselves the other. So say we, Serafina and Fairness Dawn.
So say we, Fenris Christensen.
Let the order of the mark, the masters of range combat come forward. You, Smith, now swear by mouth and hand, fealty as the peer of Ontario of the summits, to obey all lawful commands that may concern each realm. Be mindful that the honor of Ontario and of the summits and the order of your own needs. Will you treat chivalrously and courteously those of every degree, for as long as Fenris and Serafina of the summits remain fealty to the crown of Ontario, waters of Grail run clear, and the silver griffin flies free.
We hear your oaths and for our part, we pledge to you and to those of your household our fealty and aid to support you and your service to Ontario and the Summits and to the order to which you belong. To protect you and defend your household. We place ourselves between you and our foes, be they foes of Ontario or the Summits, for one makes themselves the other. So say we, Fenris Christensen.
So say we, Serafina and Fairness Dawn.
Their Highnesses call forth their excellencies of Adelaide, Terramoria, and Lenuven.
Here's like, where my mouth is. Feel the people out there on the and free to light there. Crown and mercy. Deal.
This oath do we hear, and for our part, we pledge you and your baronies our fealty and aid to support you and your service to Ontario and the Summits and your barony, to protect and defend you and the people of your barony to place ourselves between you and our foes, be they foes of Antir or the summits, for one makes the other. So say we, Fingers Christensen.
Let the officers of the summits and their deputies come before their highnesses.
No. On. Jesus.
This other thing here at Rock Park. Our assistance, tax, will support you in your service. The principality is strong. So long as we hold the sun. And the high man hold the prayer. So it's going to be.
Or at the summit.
Should just be.
Our life is the summit. And then all serve this product.
Let's we hear your return. We pledge to you and to your household our advocacy. We will speak for you and yours. We will represent you in this and all realms. For so long as we rule the sun, and the high mountains hold the grail up to the sky. So say we, Fingers Christensen.
So say we serve you. Their Highnesses now call upon the populace who wish to pledge their fealty or service to the Coronatus summons.
Everybody, spike is picture.
Gladly we hear you, and in return, we pledge to you and to your households our advocacy. We will speak for you and yours. We will represent you in this and all other realms for as long as we rule the summits. And the high mountains hold the grail up to the sky. So say we, Fenris Christensen.
So say we, Serafina Ferentopia.
Sounds like work.
Summits, we have here witnessed the investiture of Fenris and Serafina, Griffin coronets of the summits, and the vows of fealty and service which bind them to their principality. 3 cheers! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip! Thus opens the first court of Fenris and Serafina. Let Sir Marcus Longinus Rufus and Domina Livia Attila come forward. Their Highnesses invite the companions of the Rose and Valorous Estate come forth and witness.
No.
May it please your Highness, your most loyal subject, Marcus Longinus Rufus, having by valor and skill and strength of arm won the coronet of the summits, and having reigned successfully as Principality coronet, and having descended the throne, as by their accomplishment earned the title and rank of Viscount of this throne. And Livia Attila, having by their intelligence, grace, and virtue inspired their champion to win the coronet of the summits, and having reigned as Principality coronet, and having descended the throne, has by their accomplishment earned the title and rank of Viscount of this throne. They now make bold to approach your Highnesses, that they may receive said title and be invested with the dignities of this high estate.
So let the scroll of arms be read.
Attend our words and hear this proclamation. We, Prince Fenris Christensen, knight and by right of arms, Prince of the Summits, and dutiful blessed Princess Serafina Ferristoff, ratify by her inspiration, and with the express assent of their Majesties, Sovereign Optimus Gusios, Knight, Comus, Sergeant, 3-time champion of Ontier, Lion, and Sovereign Ashaxi Ashakte, Plural, Baronet, Pelican, Contessa, whose victories are legion, do decree that because of their steadfast rule and disciplined virtues and faithful service rendered by Marcus Longinus Rufus, once Legata's Augustan Pro-Praetor, and Livia Attila, once Legata Augusta Pro-Praetor, whose governance upheld the dignity of their lands and brought honor, we elevate that Marcus Longinus Rufus be proclaimed prefectus of the summits, and Livia Tella be proclaimed prefecta of the summits. To them we granted all rights, privileges, freedoms, and dignities pertaining to these ranks, signed by our hand on this 13th day of December, on the Society of 60.
Yes, be henceforth prefectus in our realm, and wear this coronet in token of your ranks.
Lydia, henceforth prefecta, and this our realm, and wear this coronet as token of our rank.
My good perfectus and perfecta, it is your desire to swear fealty to their highness. There we go.
Hereby swear by Alpine, by fealty and true service, faith and truth pleasure, and all that they concern themselves. So long as you rule the summits, the waters of the ground run clear, and the silver liquid flies free. So say I, Mark.
This oath do we hear, and for our part, we pledge to you and our household our protection. We will watch over and shelter you. We will place ourselves between you and all of our foes. So long as we rule the summits, the high mountains hold the grail up to the sky. So say we, Fenris Christensen.
So say we, Serafina Fairstops.
Yep. 3 cheers for the new perfectus and perfecta. Hip, hip.
So this is Illumination and Calligraphy by Janara Windswift. This wordsmithing by Janara, Kaylin, and Gersinda.
On papyrus.
On papyrus. It's just amazing.
I know.
Oh, he's so bad.
Oh, really?
Brand new set, who sent me the defender from and the presentation.
Start the timer. Ready, time, ready.
In the days of Rufus and Livia, there was found a want for a new piece of regalia. This regalia was thought about, a banner was decided upon. A very nice lady said, yes, I will do this. And she has made a banner for the Defender's Inspiration. Really, part of the regalia for Principality of the Summits. At this time, will please count us on, please join me and present it on to their highnesses.
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses. This amazing, soon to be nice. Approached me as September Crown is fed. I recently had the honor of being named champion at Summits, but I feel like my inspiration doesn't have the same beautiful sling that I get when I take up this office and I think that that's going to be interesting. And I said, that's an excellent idea. He also has not seen this yet. So this was created to mimic this beautiful clothes, but not quite be the same. And I drew from the words around the world of various cultures, translations of inspiration.
Oh.
It includes tribes of natives in our lands. It includes cultures from Asia, Africa, South America. And I presented this one.
Woo!
But this guy also is a pretty big inspiration. And I thought that it was only fair that he also get his mouse.
Nice. Wow.
Could not go without payment. Let's just be with it. Count us in as personal advice.
Dear Scrubs, if you should need someone to paint a thing.
Oh, wait, there's more. And just to make sure that no one in the family was forgotten. Constant.
Yes. A joyous noise, generosity, and art. What Morgan Lear, Captain Cat, has matters of Principality. It's their office before their Alpine highnesses. Yeah.
My tenure in service as your champion of rapier has drawn to an end. Reluctantly, I must soon vacate my office of your champion. My final active service has been to organize a contest to select a suitable and worthy successor to continue in your service. I have assembled those who would serve you as your captain of cats. May I present them for your approval?
We will see that. Let those who aspire to be captain of cats, of Principality of the Summits, champion of the rapier, come forth and present themselves before their Alpine highnesses.
Are you doing this? Are you doing the summits or should I? Yeah.
All here, thank you for. Are they satisfactory to our patterns, that's the nature and minister of the list?
They're satisfied with me, so they will be detected with this side.
They have our.
The captain of the cats has duty to promote and encourage the skills of rapier combat appropriate to the time of our society, both in time of peace and in time of war, be it in service to the crown or coronet. Let none would now forth their hands, shirk from this duty. Bring forth the rail of the summons. Place hands.
Let me get this trick out of here.
I can write there. Then with all dispatch and honor at the will of their highnesses, let the championship begin. Brand new to make up the summits, you have a brief presentation to make. Brand new, brand new. Defender.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Keeping your highest faith.
I'm supposed to run with the sword. I'm supposed to run with the sword. Okay, Cassandra. My inspirations. From my hands to yours. For my inspiration, for the future, for the future inspirations of the defender of the summits.
Very important.
Huzzah!
Join us, please. Thus dispense the first court of goodness and Seraphina. Thus dispense the court of their majesties. Have their leave to go about their day. One quick announcement. There is a festive food auction going on behind here. It is open. Please peruse the items up for auction. Thank you. Sentinels, red 10. If you are planning to compete in the Captain of Cats tournament, you must come bring me your membership card and your fighter card.
Yeah, thank you.
So sorry. Thank you so much for your attendance here in our Baronial Territoria land of apples and puns.
Brandon!
We also have a Rapier Championship and an ANS Championship. We will invoke those on the field when it is time. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Oh, that's business.